international yet. My bad. So, anywho, there was 16 designers that we seen Friday night.
There was a show Saturday, but we were busy.
You know, they invited me to the show on Saturday.
Oh, that's cool.
You know what time they invited me? At 4:45 p.m. I got an email saying, "Hey, we would love for you to attend a DC Swim Week show, blah, blah, blah." I'm like, I know this ain't the Saturday show, and you emailing me on Saturday about a show?
Wow.
Y'all all the way tried it. But anywho, let's get right into it. So the first designer is, go ahead and pronounce it.
Recoleta. Relleci.
Because honestly, I think the woman hosting, she couldn't pronounce it either.
I don't think. Well, it's French, so.
So
here it is. What it looks like.
Relesiga, whatever.
Relesiga, whatever.
I personally was not a fan of this collection. And
you didn't mind the
I did
bridal
not like
collection?
the bridal collection. Now, this is the thing. Their bridal collection was just white bathing suits. Yeah, crickets. See how that is?
I mean,
so
were they fly though or no? Like,
well, the last one is pretty much, it's not that bad.
Here's my thing.
But
I wouldn't have called it a bridal collection. I wouldn't have called it a bridal collection. I would have just said the all-white collection.
Well, the first one, I would say, the first, the original set, everything looked kind of the same. At least with the quote-unquote bridal selection, at least it was different. It was clean.
Was it?
So, I mean, it made me think it's like, okay, I wouldn't mind seeing this on my wife, And
I get that part.
And then you get the last one. You pretty much are like, got that nice, future bride walking down the aisle. Give me strength.
So the chick is walking in a two-piece with the train on the back of the two-piece and some flowers in her hand.
On the hips.
Yeah. Well, she's Hawaiian, so of course.
It's not a bad look.
Of course. What are you clapping like that for?
Speaking from the male perspective, not a bad look.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, I personally am not going to walk on the beach with a train on my ass.
Why not?
To impress my new husband, because I know that's like they could have called it the honeymoon collection.
Okay.
Because I mean, it's all white. It's beach wear. If you know, most people go on vacation for their honeymoon. They could have called it the honeymoon collection, not the bridal collection.
Okay.
All right, next up, let's do Golden Rose.
Golden Rose is everyone's favorite. So.
Golden Rose was one of my favorites. So this is a Brazilian designer. Their bathing suits were very lit. Like they had the collection where you can actually be like, oh my God, let me go look them up right now because I want to get that one, I want that one, and I want that one. Yeah. That's how much I like their collection. And it was something sporty. It was cute. It had a lot of two pieces. They had some onesies, but it was just the flavor that they put to it. So they had very bold colors.
Right. Pretty much they put in their Brazilian colors.
Exactly. It stood out. And even in the introduction, they came out with the Brazilian flag. So I thought that was cute. Yeah. But their collection is super nice. It looks very comfortable. And it's cute.
Yeah. So hopefully we get a chance to talk. They're based out of Atlanta. So,
they're in Atlanta.
Yeah. So
awesome.
So they're nearby. But hopefully we'll in the future get a chance to talk with them again because mind you, besides you liking them and loving them and all that stuff, I think they presented they gave some spice to DC Swim Week. I think pretty much, everything else was kind of like you've seen before,
right?
Through the years. But I think with having that Brazilian touch to it, I felt like it's like when I saw that, I was like, I can see it.
Right.
Okay, I can see some of the real sexiness of what Brazilian swimwear should look like.
Correct.
Like we see all the time on anybody.
I mean, I like their collection. Another collection that I did like was
Let's see, we got Coco or Furry?
No, it wasn't Coco. It was
Coco? Or
really?
I know. Kimoni B?
Yes.
Okay.
Kimoni B was a nice collection as well. I enjoyed a lot of their items.
The thing is, they would kind of remind me of the French collection because things were
You think
similar.
so?
Yeah, 'cause
no,
they
the
had
French collection had long sleeves. It looked like
they
more
will remind you-
sporty swimwear.
Keep
Sporty
in mind, it's supposed to
swimwear.
be swimwear in addition to beach wear, but here,
Why would I wear long sleeves to the pool or the beach?
it could be windy.
That's why I say it's more sporty. Like if I'm actually swimming for sport, then I would wear that. Like this, it's cute. I mean, for real. Like,
I mean, it's okay. I think it depends on the person. I mean, based off the models that were wearing it, I don't think some of those models it worked for the models.
I agree because
So-
I do think that some models they just didn't. There was one model I know she was struggling. She just looked like she was struggling all over her face every time she got on stage. And
So
I'm like,
I like.
girl,
Well, like,
this
here's the
feet
thing.
must be hurting.
There was one that had the hoodie. Actually,
Yes,
they had two
that's
pieces
why I
that had the
liked
hoodie.
it.
That
The
that
black-
I give. So
Right.
I
That's
like the
why I
hoodie
kind
part.
of their collection kind of caught my eye because of the bathing suit with the attached hoodie.
Yeah.
That's why I liked it.
So I'll give you that one. But as for overall, I felt like it's like I don't know. I wasn't.
I wasn't that impressed.
No.
I wasn't. Like, that's real. Like, I wasn't
Oops, more
that
lighting.
impressed at all. And I felt like it was a bit dry.
So well, here's another
Yeah.
questionable. I would say, what do you think of Mason Chanel?
Mason Chanel.
Yeah.
Oh, God. It's a disaster waiting to happen.
I felt like
Shade, no shade. Shade, no shade.
Chanel.
Yeah, these got a lot going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. One time a chick came out with just like denim sleeves on, and it wasn't even the sleeves. It was the bottom part of denim jeans, and it was just attached to the shirt. I
Right.
was just like, I feel like it could have been a lot more creative. She looked like she was on a farm.
Yeah.
I mean,
And here, well, based off of this looks like most of their fashions like inspired like 1930s.
1930s.
Yeah, being in the beach and with the hats and the way they
Looked
were
like
dressed.
very Amish.
Yeah, so
Very Amish.
and
And I'm a hat person. I love hats. And this, like, see, you saw the one with the sleeves?
yeah,
So it was just like,
420s in the building. Just let everyone know.
hi.
Yeah, it was kind of questionable wear.
Questionable is not the word. It looked like a disaster waiting to happen. Sorry, no shade, no shade. I know you're still trying to get your thing out there and do your thing, but
Right.
it's cool. Now, the lingerie wear, last one.
furry?
Let's go through that one. Furry.
Again, they remind me of. I mean, things were kind of the same. So there was some I kind of questioned. I mean, it was kind of interesting to see a couple of models wearing masks, cap masks and all that stuff. But
But I mean, like, really, though?
I mean, I wouldn't get this for my lady.
See, there you go. That's the answer I'm looking for, Brian. There is no way in four hells your woman should be wearing that in the bedroom. You want to know why? Because it looked like it will fall apart. That's why.
Maybe you wanted to fall for the action.
Oh, you at least want to admire it for a little bit.
You can
So
admire it as it's slipping.
I'll give it.
down,
Let's say
right?
this. There's two which we had the green set up. At least they look decent enough, to where it's like, okay, this looks interesting. But some of the others, it's kind of like, I'm not really sure. Maybe it won't last very long. But here's the key thing: there was we got to put this out there. There was a lot of black designers.
Yes.
being featured
Shout out
at-
to a lot of the amazing designers that were in DC
and we
Swim
were
Week.
surprised. We were like,
We were very
expecting,
shocked.
especially like furry and.
I thought it would be a little more international because
Yeah.
DC Fashion Week is very international.
Right.
But for them to have a lot of black-owned designers there, it was pretty dope. I will say
so
that.
We give them,
So,
give them respect to that, putting their stuff
Absolutely.
out there and all that stuff. But there's questionables and some that
Absolutely.
we feel like it's like this is dope. So
okay.
Yeah.
So from a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give DC Swim Week?
since it's my first one, I hopefully I'll have many more to come. I would give it a 6, based off of of what they put out there. Again, I was only there for the pop-up show and one of their fashion shows, not the Saturday one. So I wouldn't give it an incomplete, but I feel like if you went to the Saturday show, I wouldn't say it would be a repeat. It would just be, I don't know, maybe it'll be a little bit more.
I feel like it will be the same models.
I mean,
I feel like you got to put more flavor into it. I think they may have had 12 to 14 models overall.
Yeah, and they only surprised enough. I was expecting more male models in this one. There was only showed up once.
Like,
and there was only one dude, and he only showed up once.
And then he was like, "Oh, my job's done."
Good for me, but
he was out. So it was just like, oh, this.
Interesting.
Yes, kind of.
So I saw the practice too. He was like, he did this thing, and it's like, okay, I figured it was.
He's like, I got a plane to catch.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, and he was fully covered. So he did no one no justice.
I wouldn't have minded that, you know.
So,
well, it was. I'll give it a 6 too. Yeah. I would.
I think there's
a lot of room to grow with DC Swim Week. This is
but,
only
this
his fourth year.
Yeah, fourth year.
I felt like Miss DC.
Mrs. DC.
Whatever the hell she was. That's not DC. That is not DC.
Who is this exactly?
Well, she was the host.
She was the host of the Swim Week.
Okay.
Yeah.
The show. And I'm looking at her and she's like, yes, and blah blah blah. I'm Miss DC 2018, and I'm thinking, bitch, where? Like, and then the other chick, Miss what was her name? The one that they introduced at the beginning with the two kids. And how she was just trotting her little way on the runway, and I wanted her to sit her ass down because she thought that she was just too cute, and I'm thinking, oh dear, you might look better than the one that's standing, but please sit your ass down. You think this show is about you. Like, didn't you kind of get that vibe though? Come on, Brian.
I was basically focused on everything else. I tune out when it comes to hosting. They just to me they just.
But she wasn't hosting; she was modeling.
Well, the one who modeled, I mean, at least some of the she was in pretty much half or more than half of some of the designers that were featured.
She was because she was like Miss something, Miss USA 2016.
She's a pageant winner.
She's a pageant winner. There you go.
And she looked good in it, so I had no problem with that. I mean, she looked pretty good.
It was the way she did it. Like, it was just the way she did it. Like, she really hyped herself up.
You gotta sell yourself though.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it's events like that. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to.
But the thing is, other models caught my eye more than she did.
But keep in mind, there's usually when you should know when it comes to fashion model shows, and especially the ones that have a week-long thing, usually one day doesn't exceed the other day. Like I say, if we went to Saturday show, we would probably have a whole different perspective of what Friday show was. So,
true.
I mean, Friday show was a pregame. So that's how I interpret it. So I treated it like it was a good pregame. It wasn't great, but it was good to sort of whet your appetite for what will happen tomorrow. So if we do all 3 days next year, then we'll see.
Oh, all right. Well, let's leave it at that.
Yes. So.
All right. We're gonna take a quick break. Well, not quick break, but we're gonna take a break, and when we come back, we're gonna get into this hot wing challenge.
Yeah. And still more DC Swim Week stuff. Sorry. Hello, welcome back to Fashion Victual Radio, only on the RIP Radio Network. RIP Radio Network.com. I am Brian Lyles, the producer of the show.
Super producer.
As everyone keeps telling me that, which is great. So we have DBLC and Miss Tiara.
The diva,
the true diva. She wants everything perfect. That's why she was nice enough to place this lovely spread here.
I know, right?
So we had to come back really quick. So we have our hot wing challenge.
Okay, so a sister got a lot going on. I didn't douse it in the sauce just yet.
No.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get you to hand me one of those, and each hot sauce we're gonna shake it, and then I'm gonna give you one. Take a wing out or whatever.
All right.
So the first hot sauce we're going to go through is Sweet Baby Ray's hot sauce.
Sweet Baby Ray's.
Like the Scoville units on this. So the reason why I'm doing this is because shout out to my sister. She put me onto the show called Hot Ones on YouTube. And I thought it was hilarious as hell. So
Yeah.
whenever you all
I saw.
check it out.
Yeah, I saw Sasha Banks, my favorite WWE wrestler right now.
Oh, she did one?
She did one. She made it all the way up to 9. So
Really?
yeah, she was.
I don't understand how they quit after that.
Well, some do quit. Some do.
Can't take the
Yeah.
can't
Get your
take
ass
the
out the
heat.
kitchen.
You're right.
Shoot.
So make this quick.
All right, so let's try to run through this real quick. So we got Sweet Baby Ray's hot sauce. Scoville units on this is like 550.
Which means it's probably
Which is nothing.
as hot as.
Well, for some people it may be
Pretty much.
pretty hot. Others it's still like whatever. So keeping this in mind, if you're trying to do this at home, please, water is okay, but it's best to have milk.
I don't like milk, and I think I supply more than enough.
milk
today.
or some form of lactational substance
get
like
it.
yogurt, ice cream. So to calm
ice
everything.
cream would have been great.
Sherbet. So, any other comments about DC Swim Week that you have? Because
Let's go through some hots or nots.
yeah.
You said
So
what,
with
6 minutes?
6 minutes left.
That's something.
Well,
This really is a game show.
yes.
I know, right?
How fast can you?
Yes.
You eat the wing. Okay.
So-
So again, that one's Sweet Baby Ray's. Can you hear me still? Okay. Pass me another one. We about to run through these joints.
Yeah. It got some kick.
It got some kick.
How
How much kick?
I don't think it does, but you know.
That's why it's like 550 Scoville.
Right.
So the second one is something everybody's familiar with, which is sriracha. Everybody knows
Yeah.
and loves sriracha sauce.
Which I think is been overused and overdone. I don't like.
Sriracha?
Yeah.
You think so?
I think it's so overplayed. I mean, I use it, but I think that they hype it up so much, it's boring.
I think we're gonna need some of those things over there.
Good thing.
To wipe the hands afterwards.
The bleach. So
Sriracha is normally used in like Asian cooking,
yeah.
but people have definitely used it in another form
Right.
or whatever.
Disinfectant wipes.
Okay, so this is the sriracha. 4 minutes. Thank you, Trump, for my 4 minutes.
Just keep it on tap.
Give him another one.
All right.
Done.
Isn't that-
So let's blow through a couple of these and get to the hot ones for real.
Again,
So we skipping to like 6.
I'll jump up because this is
All
nothing.
right. See, so this one is called Finest Brand Jalapeno Hot Sauce. This one is, the Scoville unit was like 2,200, but it wasn't that spicy. This is the Tabasco Chipotle Pepper Sauce.
That's
This
it.
one is 3,500 Scoville units.
That's nothing.
Tapatio, everybody's very familiar with Tapatio. Everybody's familiar with that. This was one habanero hot sauce that I picked up. I was like, I just wanted to try it or whatever.
It's all right.
So let's go through the hot ones. for
Yeah,
real.
really quick. We're through that.
All right.
Next
give
one.
me, come on. Bring it on. This is Walker Wood.
There's 2 right there. There's one right
Seriously hot Jamaican Jacanu pepper sauce.
there. Now Walker Wood has a little kick to it.
It has a little kick to it.
Yes, it does.
And I'll put in the Makus, what is it? MATOUKS hot pepper sauce. It's salsa
Rico
picante.
Wine.
So let's put some in there, mix that up.
Shake them up, shake them up, shake them up, shake them up.
We only got 3 minutes left, or less than that. All right,
Okay.
put that in there.
All right. So this is the Walker Wood.
All right. Try to.
A part 2. And this is the
The hot pepper sauce.
Montauk's.
Yeah.
Let's go blazing.
Not
So
bad.
this one is the El Yucatan extra hot sauce chili habanero Yucatan sauce. So
Okay.
this is like at 200,000 Scoville units. Yes, no, maybe so.
Not bad.
Damn it, I need something with some ghost peppers. Damn it, Trump. All right.
Not bad. One more.
One more. This one smells spicy. This was the hottest one.
Okay. I picked up. All right.
You can smell it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Good. Okay. I taste that one.
Yeah.
I got kicked.
So, we're going to do a part 2. And when we do part 2, we're going to pick it up from here and go to 1 million
Oh, God.
Scoville units.
What was this one?
This one's at 200,000 Scoville units. So everybody check us out next week on Fashion Victuals Radio. We'll probably do part 2 next week, maybe?
Yeah, we got to bring in some booze.
Yes, and some liquor.
Bye.
Peace.
Hello? Gigi, where are you? Baby, I miss you. Come home. Okay, see you soon.